The Torah ends with a burial. Moses, the greatest prophet Israel would ever know, dies on the eastern side of the Jordan. He sees the land. He does not enter it. And a question that has been building since the first promise to Abraham arrives at its moment of answer. Will God keep his word? Joshua ben Nun has waited 40 years for this morning. He was there the first time, one of 12 spies sent into the land, one of 2 who came back saying it could be taken. The people did not believe them. And a generation died in the wilderness for that refusal. He buried them. Every one. Now he stands at the river's edge. The Jordan is at flood stage. Across the water, the walls of Jericho. The first city. The first test. And the voice that has never failed Moses speaks to the man Moses chose. Moses, my servant, is dead. Now then, arise. Cross this Jordan. In the ancient world, when a king died, everything he had built was at risk. Enemies tested borders. Allies reconsidered. The transition of power was the moment of maximum vulnerability. But the God of Israel does not die. The covenant does not expire with its human mediator. Every place that the sole of your foot will tread upon, I have given to you. Past tense. Given. Before the first step is taken. 3 times in 9 verses the command is repeated, be strong and courageous. Not because the enemy is weak. Not because the task is easy. But because the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Across the river, in the city of Jericho, a woman is making a decision. Her name is Rahab. She runs an inn built into the city wall. She is not Israelite. She is not part of the covenant. By every measure that matters to the world she lives in, she is on the wrong side of every line. But she has heard the stories. The sea that opened. The armies that drowned. The kings of the Amorites who fell. And the stories have done something in her that theology calls faith, though she would not have used that word. When 2 Israelite spies arrive at her door, she does not turn them over to the king. She hides them under flax on her roof. She misdirects the king's soldiers. She makes a deal. And she says, to 2 strangers hiding in her house, what no priest in Israel says more clearly in the entire book, the Lord your God, he is God in heaven above and on the earth below. She ties a scarlet cord to her window. A signal. A sign. The same color that has marked covenant moments since Egypt. She will be inside when the walls fall. Her household will survive. The outsider becomes the inside. The first inhabitant of the land to be saved is a Canaanite woman who simply believed what she heard. 3 days after the commission, Joshua gives the order. The priests lift the Ark of the Covenant onto their shoulders. They have carried it for 40 years. Through the wilderness, through every camp, through every departure and every arrival. Now they carry it to the edge of a flooded river. And God says, when the soles of their feet touch the water, the river will stop. Not before. When? This is the precise, terrible, clarifying logic of what the Bible calls faith. The water does not part so that they can walk in. They walk in, and then the water parts. The priest descends the bank. The river is fast, brown, loud. His foot enters the water. And upstream, the water stops. The riverbed appears. Wet. Glistening. Dry. And 2 million people cross the Jordan on dry ground. Israel crossed the sea going out of Egypt. Now they cross the Jordan going into the land. The same God. The same power. The second generation receiving what the first generation refused. When the last person has crossed, God speaks again. 12 men. 12 stones. 1 from the middle of the riverbed. 1 from each tribe. Carried to the western bank. Set in a circle at Gilgal. Not a monument to Israel's courage. A monument to God's faithfulness. When your children ask, what do these stones mean? You will tell them, the Jordan stopped. We crossed on dry ground. Just as he did at the sea. just as he promised. That night, Israel camps west of the Jordan for the first time in their history. Behind them, the river, flooded again, the path closed, the way back gone. Ahead of them, Jericho. Its walls rising in the darkness. And somewhere on those walls, a scarlet cord in a window. Waiting.